Right then, guys, let's have a chat about this Florian Wirtz stuff, shall we? I really don't know what to make of it, guys. I'll be honest with you. I am a little bit stumped by it all. However, I want to go through a few things because it is fairly obvious that the journalists have all been, the Liverpool ones anyway, that report on Liverpool stuff, they've all been briefed on this situation by the club. And why do Liverpool want you to know this? Is the question. I asked it yesterday in the video. Like, why? Like, Liverpool normally do stuff behind the scenes. Like, why are we hearing that we're gonna go for Florian Wirtz? And when you go through all the articles, they all say the same thing, where they all basically say that, oh well, Liverpool expect Florian Wirtz to stay in Germany, but they've just registered their interest just in case. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've all said the same thing. I'm going to go through the Paul Joyce article because I did the Ornstein one yesterday. I've got a couple of tweets to show you from the build over in Germany. And then I'm going to show you a comparison that someone's put together on X of David Ornstein's tweets from last summer. And I want to just see if we think that there's something similar going on there, all right? So if you do end up liking this video, guys, make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribing, and leaving a comment down below. So, the Paul Joyce article was mainly about Jeremy Frimpong. However, there is a few things in here about Florian Wirtz as well. So he mentions here, for instance, that there's also an interest in his Leverkusen teammate Florian Wirtz, who Liverpool have tracked for a number of years. Should he show an inclination to the Premier League this summer, then the champions will make a strong pitch for him. The attraction of Wirtz, who has 79 goal involvements in 93 appearances for Leverkusen over the past 2 seasons, is obvious. He is also the subject of interest from City and Bayern Munich. The feeling at Anfield remains that the 22-year-old will either stay at Leverkusen or move to Bayern Munich in a deal that could be worth in the excess of £85 million. However, should he see a future away from the Bundesliga, Liverpool will make an approach. Now, I just want to talk about the figure here of 85. I've seen stuff saying that for Bayern Munich to do it, it'd cost them 150 million euros. But for people outside the Bundesliga, it would cost 85 million pounds. So that instantly gets my juices flowing. Is that the right term I should be using? I'm not too sure. But anyway. Now, I want to show you these as well now. So this is from Sport Bild over in Germany, and they're saying that Liverpool are serious about snatching Florian Wirtz away from Bayern, even though Bayern and Wirtz are said to have reached an agreement in principle. A tough transfer negotiation looms with Leverkusen, who want 150 million euros for Wirtz. And then this one says, from the same place, Florian Wirtz wants to leave Leverkusen. He will play his farewell match in Mainz. Wirtz and his parents are pushing for a move, and Bayern are confident, and City have also expressed strong interest, and now suddenly Liverpool have shown up. Now, some of this, I mean, I did one more I've got to show you, yeah. And then again, another journalist from the clique, shall we say, Chris Bascom, has said that Liverpool also hold an interest in Leverkusen midfielder Florian Wirtz, and will be expected to be in the race if he decides to move to the Premier League. Bayern Munich are also determined to land the German international. Now, I personally, guys, this stinks of Kvaratskhelia from January, when we were told that we were interested in that, but PSG were the ones that were going to sign him, and everyone knew that PSG were going to sign him. And it also smells of Moses Caicedo when we put £115 million bid in for him, and we already knew that he was going to Chelsea. Do you know, like, let me just show you this this comparisons of David Ornstein's tweets, right? So here we go. I'm going to just load this up for you now. So, is this how it works on here? Yeah, right. So look at this collage, guys, here. So this is his tweet about Wirtz. Liverpool make contact with Florian Wirtz's camp to express interest in signing the playmaker if he leaves Bayern and is keen on a move to England. Liverpool admiration long-standing but unclear whether the 22-year-old plans to exit Bayer 04, right? Bayer Leverkusen, right? Next bit. Liverpool reach agreement with Brighton to sign Moises Caicedo for Brighton. British record 110. Held auction using midnight deadline. Liverpool highest bidder. Chelsea at 100. Personal terms of formality. Medical planned for Friday in Liverpool. Liverpool exploring deal to sign Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Not easy as 60 million release clause needs to be paid in full. If lower fee can be agreed, Liverpool would also need to convince the 25-year-old, which other clubs haven't managed to do to date. Liverpool at Southampton have turned down the opening offer from Liverpool for Romeo Lavia, thought to be worth 37 million. And it goes on and on, guys. Like, Ornstein and Joyce are the two journalists that we need to listen to when it comes to stuff like this. But they can also put stuff out there for the club. Now, for me, I've got a few thoughts on this. So, first and foremost, it's true that Liverpool have got an interest in Wirtz. I do believe that. I think probably most big clubs do. And they probably would try to go for him if he wanted to go to England. But everyone in the industry is saying that he wants to stay in Germany and go to Bayern Munich, and he's already got like an agreement with Bayern Munich. So why would Liverpool put this out there through their journalists? So this is coming from Liverpool for us to talk about and think. There's a few in there, so it's either to make it look like we're trying to do something, yeah, get us linked with these big names and everything, but then to counteract that, you wouldn't do that, because if you was to continuously miss out on these big players, then the fans are going to get annoyed and pissed off, right? So you wouldn't do that continuously. 2, it's to put pressure on another signing, somebody else that they're going in for, and they want them to make a decision quick, i.e., I'm not saying this player's in negotiations with Liverpool, but you know, in a similar, you've got to look at someone who plays a similar position to Florian Wirtz. So Xavi Simons, for instance, do you know what I mean? Someone like that. Say like, oh well, if you're dilly dallying about what you want to do, we've got other irons in the fire, mate. We'll go get Florian Wirtz. Do you know what I mean? And then they'll go to the Joyce and Ornstein and go, yeah, we're interested in Florian Wirtz. You can put that out there if you want, you know, to make it public knowledge that they're moving on from Xavi Simons, for instance. And then the third one, guys, for me is, and this is probably like maybe the worst one, is, you know what we've seen over the past couple of weeks, that it's been mentioned that Liverpool's transfer budget could be not as big as it could be because now Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk have signed these deals. Is this so they're putting it out there so they could be like, well, we tried, but he didn't want to come. We tried, we did, so we've had to go with somebody else. Or they're going to use that phrase where it's like, well, we tried to get him, but we won't go sign anybody else because there's not another number 10 in the world that could come in and do what he would do. How many times have we seen that, eh? We didn't sign Zubimendi, so we don't need to go get anybody else. Don't need nobody else. This one worked out, but Virgil van Dijk, we didn't sign him that summer. There's not another centre-back in the world that we could bring in. Obviously, we ended up signing Van Dijk, and that turned out to be a good thing. But you get the point, do you know what I mean? I think that's the worst one, in all fairness, I really do. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let me know down below, I suppose. I don't think I've actually mentioned anything in this video of any point. If you've lasted this long, guys, I'm sorry. But just let me know what you think down below about the Florian Wirtz situation. I personally don't think we'll hear anything now for a bit, because what else is there to mention? Everyone said something now. Jeremy Frimpong seems to be the one that's taking most of the limelight now, because that deal's practically done. So anyway, let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys.